What's cooking, everybody? I'm Baconopterix, and welcome to something new. I, I, I just realized I had no idea what to say there as I introduced what today's about, because today's a little different, and the proportions of this video are very weird, I know, but I'm too lazy to make it make sense. So, in response to something that happened on Discord, speaking of which, hold on, let me fix something real quick. Alright, now, in response of something that happened on Discord, I decided I'm going to make this tier list. This is a STARSET tier list. If you didn't know, STARSET is my favorite band of all time, and they're so freaking good. These people are why cinematic rock is now my favorite genre. I forgot the word there for a second. But this is going to be so hard because there's not a single song of theirs I don't like. I can tell you what is going into the SS tier right off the bat, but I'll try to save that for later. I'll try to build up the anticipation and, get it all in there at the end. But I didn't even bother showing the intro tracks. I'm not gonna include those in the actual list. But here's the thing. So it's really hard for me to choose which songs I like more than others, but I can tell you what song is at the bottom. And it hurts me to say that I have a definitive least favorite STARSET song, because like I said, they're all so good. But this is my least favorite. Yes, unfortunately it is Telescope. It's still a good song. Nobody give Telescope hate. By the way, if you haven't listened to any of these songs, then go freaking listen to all of them. Listen to the albums in album order. They tell a story. It's beautiful. But now I have to choose a second worst, and that hurts me. I might have to start slapping these on and then choosing later. But for now, oh, this hurts. We're gonna put Annihilated Love in there too. Annihilated Love is just kind of underwhelming overall. Okay, I think those two are the only ones going into D. I'm gonna keep Disappear in C tier. I really liked Disappear the first few times I heard it, but ever since then, I don't know, it's been dropping off for me pretty hard. And then there's Dreamcatcher. Dreamcatcher is a very interesting one to me. There's something about its sound that I don't quite know what I think about it. At first, I didn't really... Well, I still liked it, but, it definitely wasn't my favorite. And I've grown to like it more over time, but there's still something that just kind of feels off about it. And I still can't pin exactly what that is. But at this point, we're getting into... I think I'll just keep those songs. It's hard for me to leave songs this low in the tiers at all. And by the way, this tier list does not represent my idea of music in general. Because I can promise you, most STARSET songs are still going to rank a lot higher than if you gave me a list of other songs I listen to. I think next, though, it's going to be probably Otherworldly. We're putting it up in B tier, though. Otherworldly, I have a strange relationship with it. Initially, it was my least favorite song on the Horizons album. Since then, I've grown to like it more, and as you can see, 3 songs have dipped below it. But there's just something about it. It's like... I think it might just be the vocals are a little too poppy for me. Because, the guitar and everything, that's plenty heavy, but I don't know what's going on there. It just doesn't fully vibe with me. But I still enjoy it. I feel so bad doing this because Horizons, I'm just going to come out and say it. Horizons, in my opinion, is easily their weakest album. Because it's the first half... excluding Otherworldly, is really good. And then the second half is just kind of mid. But after Otherworldly, I think I'm going to have to put... I think it's going to be Alchemy. No, I didn't want it right there. I wanted it right there, right above Otherworldly. And then after Otherworldly and Alchemy, or just in front of them, I'm going to put Symbiotic. Alright, this next one, I don't know why I have the opinion of it that I do, but It Has Begun is going in low A tier. For as much as I've quoted that song on my channel, there's something about it. Like, I don't ever have the urge to listen to it. Sometimes I'll listen to it when it comes on, but it's like, I don't know. And then just in front of It Has Begun is going to be Anti-Gravity. I feel like it might have been able to have a little more power to it, but it kind of held back a little bit. I don't know. I'm trying to put my feelings into words, and I'm really not good with that. So, and I'm probably going to shift this around at the end after I have all the songs on here, so don't take this for gospel yet. And then after above, I keep saying after, whatever. Above Anti-Gravity, I'm going to put The Future Is Now. Again, this song, it's like, I feel like there's an itch. It almost scratches, but doesn't quite get there. And the same goes for This Endless Endeavor. Excuse me. Go just above The Future Is Now. There we go. This Endless Endeavor, it starts off so strong with the guitar, and then I feel like it's misleading. Like, the guitar doesn't reflect the rest of the song, so it gives you like a false sense of what's coming. And then above This Endless Endeavor is going to be Tunnel Vision. This one would probably be higher because it's a freaking bop. I want to move to it, but it's a little too repetitive, and there's not a whole lot of substance in the chorus, so that's why it's this low, I say. But, you know, considering how many songs are left, this is pretty low. And now I think there are 2 songs I want to tie off A tier with, which leaves a lot of songs for S and SS. I understand this, but that's okay. But now I'm just trying to determine which one I want to put where. So, just for the sake of what's cool and what's not, I'm going to put... Excuse me, why does this stupid thing do that? Anyway, back to the Earth. Again, we're back to that extremely repetitiveness. This song is so repetitive, but something about it, it's got the right energy, if you know what I mean. And it's very different from the last song in A tier, which would be Everglow. I actually love this one. It's very interesting. I don't really have anything bad to say about it. It's just, you know, I'm not much of a soft song person, and if it weren't for the end of this song, Everglow would easily be their softest. But it ramps up at the end, and that's why I think it earned its place right here. Okay, this is where it gets really hard for me, because now I have no idea where I want to start putting songs. So I'm going to start grabbing the first ones that come to my attention and then slap them in here. So, oh, this is hard though. Frequency is actually, you know what? I lied. I'm going to put Frequency below Back to the Earth. Frequency really vibed with me for the first little while, and then I don't know. There's something about it. It's supposed to be a heavy song, but I feel like there's just something it's lacking to fully hit that heaviness that I'm looking for. I can't tell you what it is, but it's there. Now then, coming in at low S tier, I'm going to say Unbecoming. I love Unbecoming, especially its lyrics. Oh, it's got some banger lyrics. And I swam in the wake of imposters just to feel what it's like to pretend. There's no dreams in the waves, only monsters. And the monsters are my only friends. Like, that's... I love that so much. Call me freaking emo or whatever, but that's some good lyric writing right there. Just above Unbecoming, I'm going to put Last to Fall. Last of all, again, we're back to very repetitiveness, but this brings the oomph and energy that I am looking for in music, and so that's why it's allowed to be this high. And you know what? I made one more mistake on moving from A tier. I think that I'm going to have to put Rise and Fall at the top of A tier. Rise and Fall, again, it feels like it should be hitting an itch that it doesn't quite reach, but it's incredible outro. Oh, I love it so much. That's the only reason I'm putting it at the top of A tier. Otherwise, I would probably put it below Back to the Earth. All right, back to S tier. I think we're going to put Satellite next. Satellite, it's a good song. I don't really have much else to say about it. They've got better songs. As you can't see the list right now, but I've got a large list in front of me still. I've got more songs in front of me to put up than I do on the board currently. But after Satellite, I'm going to slap Waking Up here. Waking Up, again, fairly repetitive, but there's something that just hits right with this, especially the electronic sounds they've got going on in there. Like, this is a much less rock song and much more... It's not even EDM. It's like... I don't know what you would call it. It's a vibe. How about that? After Waking Up, I think I'm going to slap Stratosphere on here. Stratosphere, again, it's kind of a bop. It is a rock song, but... You know, it's a good song. That's all there is to say about it. And if I don't have anything to like insanely praise about a song, then I guess it just defaults to S tier. I think I'm gonna put Point of No Return next. Again, it's a good song. It hits hard, but beyond that, I don't have anything unique to say about it. And then I'm going to put Solstice up here. Excuse me. Thank you. Solstice. Again, repetitive chorus. But, again, this one hits hard enough in the right spots that it's easily forgivable for its repetitiveness. Also, the fact that it switches time signatures to 7/4 in the bridge. I don't know why, but I really like that. And this one I have been looking at for quite a long time, wondering where I actually want to put it, but I think it's about time that I slap it on here. Dark on Me. Again, this is probably STARSET's actual softest song, but it's a really good one. I mean, it's got good lyrics, it's got the right orchestral vibes and whatnot, and it picks up just enough to keep me engaged the whole time, so yeah, I love it. And along with the soft side of things, Starlight is a fairly soft song, but I actually don't know if I want this to be above Dark on Me. You know what, I think I might actually put Starlight just below Dark on Me. Alright, this is where it gets really interesting, because after this, it's going to be extra hard. But after Dark on Me, I'm going to put Where the Skies End. After Where the Skies End, I think I am going to put The Breach. The first full track on Horizons, and it is a great opening. When I saw STARSET in concert, obviously they opened with The Breach, and oh man, that was a hype moment. The Breach is good, but there's still better yet to come. And after The Breach, I think it has to be Other Worlds Than These. Now this is something special. I don't know, it's got... Oh, I just realized we knocked the intro tracks out of the board. That's okay, we don't need them anymore. Yeah, Other Worlds Than These. It's got a good intro, enough to get me hyped up for the whole thing, and it kind of keeps the same energy throughout the whole thing, which is good enough for me. Let's just put it like that. And then we are going to go with Perfect Machine, which, unlike Other Worlds Than These, starts off much softer, but gradually picks up throughout it. And I love that. I love build-up so much. Perfect Machine is a good example of it. And now that I'm looking back at it, I am probably, for anyone who knows STARSET songs, I'm probably gonna get freaking lynched for this, but Carnivore is going between the Breach and Other Worlds Than These. Yep, that's right. I said it. Carnivore is this low on the list. For anyone who knows how many songs there still are left, yeah, this probably hurts a few people. Now, above Perfect Machine, I think I'm going to have to go with Leaving This World Behind. This one, it starts off right, and it stays right. And, and just the way it starts off, I like the first couple seconds. It's like a nice little... I don't know music terms. Let's just be real. But let's just put it this way. The way the guitar comes in hard at the beginning, oh, I love that. And I think I'm actually going to put another song between Leaving This World Behind and Perfect Machine, and it is going to be Telepathic. Telepathic is a poppier song for STARSET, but it hits right. It's got the energy I'm looking for, and that's all I really ask. Speaking of poppier songs for STARSET that have the energy I'm looking for, just above Leaving This World Behind is going to be Fault Line. Fault Line. This one is a banger, and I love it. And it's got the energy I'm looking for, the energy that makes me want to move. But there's a song that beats it, not necessarily for its energy, but I'm going to give this one to lyricism. I don't know if that's how you say it. But Die For You. Die For You, I have to give, I guess, it's not like the one song responsible for everything, but Die For You was a major part of me getting into STARSET. I listened to 4 other songs before them, except for Carnivore, all of which have not even made it onto this list yet. But I listened to those 4 before I ever touched Die For You. But once I listened to Die For You, that was the start of my full dive into STARSET music. Alright, and then Die For You is not exactly like a light song. It's definitely not their heaviest. So just above it, I'm going to put one of their heaviest. De-Evolution. Oh boy. De-Evolution's got the energy. It's got the everything I'm looking for. But it does not have it to the best of the ability, and that's why there are still 18 songs in front of it. And right in front of De-Evolution is another contender for STARSET's heaviest song, Telekinetic. Come on, baby, there it is. Ooh, this one has a very misleading intro, I guess, before the guitar kicks in. Or even after the guitar kicks in, it's like the verse is totally different from the intro you get, but the chorus and the bridge definitely match it, so it's pretty epic, yeah. Now, there are 2 more I want to put into S tier, and both I love for different reasons, but next up is Icarus. Icarus, man, the more I listen to it, the angrier the song sounds. But I love it so much. It hits right in like all the best ways. But strangely enough, what comes right in front of it is a much happier sounding song. It's not nearly as heavy, and I don't know if you would say it has less energy, but it definitely has a different vibe. And I'm going to top off S tier with this. It's Halo, baby. Halo, oh man. After being the second track on the album, the second full track, excluding the intro, First Light, being the second full song on the album, Halo just... it like the first song hypes you up. Halo just puts you in a good mood for the rest of the album. All right, moving on to SS tier. This is so hard. Something Wicked. I was talking about how much I love build-up earlier, and Something Wicked is still not my favorite example of it, but oh dang, does it do it well. It starts off so soft and ends so hard, and it's so good. But overall, it's like a pretty depressing, kind of dark song, so I think it's going to stay at the bottom of SS tier. And then, after Something Wicked, I think I'm going to put the first song in Transmissions. That's right, Down with the Fallen. Oh man. Put this in combination with First Light, play those two back to back, and it is just, perfection. I'm not saying it would be my favorite song if they were one track, but it is so good. That is how you hype someone up for an album. That's what I'm saying. Then after Down with the Fallen, I might get a little bit of flack for this too, but Monster is going right here. Again, I'm going to have to evaluate this whole thing the moment I'm done and possibly switch it around, but for now, I'm going to slap Monster right there. I know it's one of STARSET's most popular songs, and I think, I don't know which one takes second and which one takes third, but Carnivore and Monster are up there. I easily know which one's their favorite, or which one is the fan favorite, and again, I'm probably going to get some flack for this, but my Demon's going right here for the moment. Their most popular song, and it did make it into SS tier, which honestly I'm kind of surprised about. Last time I made this, I didn't put it this high, but that's okay. I think it's since I went to their concert, I gained a greater appreciation for it. I don't know. I don't need reasons for where I put things. And just ahead of my Demons, though, is a song that I can't explain why it hits so right. Something about it just sounds so different from the rest of their stuff in, like, the best way. It's Earthrise, baby. I mean, it's, like, such a positive song for considering how hard it goes. It hits all the right notes. And then a song that has a little bit of special meaning to me, not because I, like, relate super hard to its lyrics or anything, but just circumstances in which I was introduced to this song, because I did not get to listen to Divisions the moment it came out. I had to wait 2 years almost to listen to it. So yeah, this was one I was introduced to ahead of time. I didn't actually get to listen to it. I just got to look at the lyrics and a note from my dad that came with it. So this has special meaning to me. It's Trials. Man, I quote this song all the freaking time. I don't think I've ever quoted it in a video, but this is, yeah, just look up the lyrics. The moment you look at the chorus, you'll probably know why I quote it. I don't, the verses mean nothing to me outside of the lore of STARSET, but, you know. And After Trials is one that just, I don't know what it is. Everybody I talk to seems to universally like this song, but I don't think it's like anyone's favorite. It's just really highly ranked for everyone that I've met. I could be totally wrong about other people, but I'm going to put Into the Unknown all the way up here. There's something about the right combination of electronics, rock, the random screaming Dustin does in it. I don't know if it actually has like any real orchestral elements, but hey, sounds good, feels good, that's all that matters. These last few are really hard. Especially, I know what the top 4 are. Actually, you know what, now that I think of it, I know what the top 5 are. But there are these 3 right here that I don't know what order to put them in. So I'm just going to slap them. Okay, here we go. Just above Into the Unknown. Manifest. Again, another way to properly hype up a crowd is start with this song and you're freaking good to go. And then just above Manifest is one of, I think, STARSET's most emotional songs. In my opinion, Let It Die. Let It Die. Oh, it starts off so perfectly. The guitar alone manages to convey such a sense of longing just in the intro. And I love it. And the rest of the song just follows suit perfectly. And with the exception of 2 of these, basically the rest of this is all pure energy that I am living off of. And the first of them being Infected. Infected, holy crap, this song. I'm not like much of a dancer. I enjoy moving to a lot of these songs, but Infected, holy crap. I want to freaking, I don't know, I want to move. I want to headbang. I want to bounce all over the place. This song has such the right energy to move, and it's so good. And then, just above that too, though, is I'm going to say another one of STARSET's most emotional songs, Diving Bell. Diving Bell, and man, it manages... Let It Die conveys a sense of longing and, I don't know if you'd say regret, or... Diving Bell manages to convey such a good sense of loneliness and regret. I just love it. The first "oh" he says, or sings in the chorus, is like the single most emotional part of that album. And now we're here at the final 4. The 4 I knew I was saving for the top, period. This one, number 4, I'm going to have to give it to this purely for its energy and the polarity of the vocals. The way it like bounces back and forth between smooth and harsh, and it just feels so good. But it is Gravity of You. And just above Gravity of You is another song that manages to greatly, in like a really good way, convey loneliness. And there's something about like the electronics, the orchestral elements in this, the energy, the vocals, the way he goes up in the chorus just for a few moments. It's all so good. But it is Echo. Man, I love this song so much. The first time I heard it, I was like, okay, this is by easily a keeper. And these last 2, I have debated over so long which one is actually my favorite song. But over time, I realized that there's one I instinctively call my favorite. And like I think I give more attention to number 2, but I instinctively call number 1 my favorite. And so number 2, purely for the anger and energy and it brings, is Bringing It Down. Again, with the guitar, the drums, the vocals, the orchestral elements, it all just goes together so well. We don't talk about Bringing It Down 2.0, though. Anyway, for those of you who know what's left outside of Vessels 2.0, is Ricochet. What I personally consider to be, in terms of how it conveys it, STARSET's most emotional song. And also my favorite example of build-up. Because Ricochet, aside from the hard bass that hits you right as the song starts, it starts off so soft. And then even the chorus, like the first verse is harder than the first chorus, or heavier. But then the second verse picks up a little more from the first verse and the first chorus. And then the second chorus picks it up even more. And then the bridge, it drops the energy back down for a moment. But by the time it reaches the end of the bridge, it's going hard. And the final chorus, it just all compounds, and it's so amazing. please, people, if you listen to any of these songs, I beg you to listen to Ricochet. It's so good, and I love these songs so much. But yeah, that's my tier list, so I hope I made some people angry. Okay, no, I don't really, but this is, for now, I guess, what we've got. I don't know if I'll change it around some other time or not, but yeah, this is generally my music taste. If you want to listen to all of these and understand maybe why I think the way I do, this is that. But until then, thank you everybody for watching, and like bacon, stay crispy, my friends, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.